What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another PrizePicks video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're going to love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section to enter your name into the $50 giveaway that I do every single week on this channel. Speaking of the $50 giveaway, the winner of last week's $50 giveaway is Taz63. Taz63, hit me up on Twitter at Cam_ATL, capital A, capital T, capital L. Thank y'all for joining me as always, baby. And as always, propsmadeeasy.com. Only $20 a month, but today, to celebrate us starting the week off with a bang tonight, use code MONDAY at checkout, all lowercase, code MONDAY at checkout at PropsMadeEasy and get your first month with us at only $15 for your first month. All right, try it out for yourself. See why it's so amazing. See why 9,000 members are active at Props Made Easy, and join up with them and start making money as well. It has been another fantastic run since the updates have been made. These recent updates that we did on Props Made Easy, we have been absolutely feasting. I've been dominating just using the top picks off of every sport. It has been absolutely fantastic. Excited to get to this video and just keep getting that money, baby. So propsmadeeasy.com, code MONDAY, all lowercase at checkout. Get your first month for $15 a month. Way cheaper than anywhere else in the industry, and you will see firsthand why PME is what it is. All right? Let's get straight into it. Now, today's game, we have the Pacers and the Celtics playing today, so I'm really going to just focus on the plays from that game, okay? First and foremost, first player I want to talk about is Aaron Nesmith steals over 0.5. He's minus 131 PME consensus odds. Our PME consensus odds, as you know, take all sports books into account and put it into one line to give you the most accurate representation of where Vegas really is across the entire industry. And then the highest odds will show you the biggest odds on that line, okay? So you have Aaron Nesmith steals over 0.5 at minus 140 over on FanDuel. Now, that's interesting because FanDuel is one of those books that takes a ton of prop bets, okay? FanDuel and DraftKings take some of the most prop bets for player props throughout the day of any other book. So when you start seeing FanDuel, DraftKings, Pinnacle is a sharp book. They don't limit professional bettors. FanDuel and DraftKings will limit you once you win a certain amount. But that minus 140 is solid, and these highest odds column gives you that idea of, yes, the consensus at minus 131, but it gets up to minus 140, and it's interesting to know for sure, okay? There's another play I really wanted to talk about, and that's Pascal Siakam. Points, rebounds, assists under 35.5. Minus 128 PME consensus odds on the under. Minus 153 on Pinnacle. Pinnacle is one of the sharpest books in the entire industry. It's been that way for a long time. Got to rock with the Pascal Siakam PRA under 35.5. On top of that, projection 35.18, a minus 0.32 projection differential. So yes, the PME consensus odds are decent at minus 128. I wish it was higher, but it is what it is because Pinnacle's at minus 153, and it's one of the sharpest books in the industry. So that's definitely an interesting spot for me there. All right. So, Aaron Nesmith steals over 0.5 is the first play we're going to go with. Peyton Pritchard sticks out to me, rebounds under 2.5. As you can see, he's got the trending emoji next to him. He has gone under 2.5 in 4 or more of his last 5 games. That's what that represents. It's the downtrend. Same thing with McConnell. He's gone under this rebounds assists in 4 or more of his last 5. If you see an uptrend, they've gone over, okay, the line, 4 or more of the last 5. Peyton Pritchard rebounds under 2.5 is minus 129.8 PME consensus odds. It gets up to minus 135 over on BetMGM. Projection of 2.48 on minus 0.02. So, but the absolute best options would be Aaron Nesmith. I'm really liking that spot. First thing you want to look for is the highest PME consensus odds that also has the highest odds. You feel what I'm saying? So I really like the minus 131, and I like the minus 140 at the top here. Everything's in order from the best plays, period, all right? But then, because the next plays are just kind of, you got minus 135, minus 135, minus 133, I clicked on highest odds just to see if there's any crazy spots, and you have minus 153 over on Pinnacle, which is super interesting. So for Pascal Siakam. So really like that spot. I know they're both on the same team, but they just happen to be 2 of the best options for today. Peyton Pritchard's on Boston if you wanted to, change to a different team there. All right, let's move on. Oh, actually, Goblins. Aaron Nesmith is going to be the top Goblin. His points is set at 7.5. PME consensus odds are on the over at 10.5. Projection of 13.1, a 5.6 projection differential. Remember, our goblins are sorted based off of our projection differentials when it comes to goblins, because all of their odds are going to be good. Okay? All of the goblin odds are going to be good. So keeping in mind the projection differential is what separates that. So Aaron Nesmith over 7.5 is the best goblin to pair up. All right, NBA first half. We got a couple one options, but they're both in the Minnesota-Dallas game. When you go down to the Boston Pacers game, you have Jason Tatum, PRA under 23. He's 22.5 on other sportsbooks on minus 0.5. Normally, I like to stick to ones or more, though, when it comes to first halves. Nothing for NBA first quarter yet. For MLB, we've got some solid options. Matt Chapman at the top of the list. Hits, runs, RBIs over 1.5. Minus 136 PME consensus odds on the over. Highest odds get upwards of minus 145 over on Bovada. Very interesting spot there. Toscar Hernandez, same situation. Hits, runs, RBIs over 1.5 at minus 135. It gets upwards of minus 140 over on BetMGM. Framber Valdez, strikeouts over 5.5, minus 134.7 on PME consensus odds. Gets up to minus 150 on the over on FanDuel. Fantastic spots for those three guys. So Matt Chapman, hits, runs, RBIs over 1.5. Toscar Hernandez, hits, runs, RBIs over 1.5. Framber Valdez, strikeouts over 5.5. I haven't found a tool better in this entire industry at predicting hits, runs, RBIs as this tool has been. It has been absolutely destroying on hits, runs, RBIs. I've absolutely loved it. Robert Gasser, strikeouts over 2.5 would be the best option on the Goblins. He's projected for 6 strikeouts on our projections, a 3.5 strikeout difference. All right. MLB first inning, nothing. WNBA, we only have Kelsey Mitchell. Points under 16.5 is minus 128. More plays should pop in eventually. For NHL, as always, man, we're down to the end of the season. There's not a ton of values to go here. Not really loving anything for NHL. The highest odds are minus 130, so nothing really I'm interested in there. Nothing here, nothing here. Soccer, League of Legends, Dota, nothing. CS2, we got some value. Airson, first 2 map headshots. Over 15. He's 17.5 on other sportsbooks. Remember, when it comes to our esports too, we take every fantasy book that has lines for CS2 or League of Legends or Call of Duty or Dota or Valorant, and we put it together to get the most accurate representation of through the entire industry what the sportsbook line is. 17.5 on average on other sportsbooks, a 2.5. So over there, Raga's on the same team, so we're going to go down to the next team, Bounty Hunters Esports. We're going to go Pasadelo. First 2-player map kills over 31.5. He's 33.5 on other sportsbooks, a 2 sportsbook differential there. So Airson, first 2 map headshots over 15, and then Pasadelo over 31.5, first 2 map kills. Nothing for Valorant. So let's recap. And when we do this recap of NBA, we're going to look at other sportsbooks as well, because I know some of you come for other sportsbooks as well. If you get a Props Made Easy membership, you'll be able to see all of these sportsbooks. We have Underdog, Better, Boom Fantasy, Dabble, DraftKings Pick 6, Hot Streak, Sleeper, Vivid, Fliff, FanDuel, Hard Rock. We got everything, baby. All right. Let's go over a couple other options that we had here. Instead of doing the recap, I'm just going to go over some other options that we have for NBA and see if there's any crazy value anywhere. Underdog, nothing too crazy. Better picks. Aaron Nesmith made 3s under 1.5 is minus 140. Pinnacles at minus 146. Projection of 1.4. Great spot. Everything's leaning under. Andrew Nemhard steals over 0.5 is minus 138. Minus 156 on FanDuel. Projection of 1.1. Everything on the over there. Great spot there. Let's keep moving. Boom Fantasy. Anthony Edwards rebounds under 6.5 is minus 135 consensus. Minus 146 over on Pinnacle for the under. And projection of 5.57, a minus 0.93 projection differential. So remember, all plays that show on Props Made Easy are checking every single possible box you can check. The PME consensus odds are on the same side. The highest odds get huge on that play, so you can see that the upside of this play in some places that this bet is getting huge money on that side, and then projections also as well. And our projections have a ton of data going into these projections for the player stats for the main sports. Checking out Dabble, Pascal Siakam, that Pinnacle line of minus 153 is very interesting, even though it's a minus 128 PME consensus. Minus 153 odds on the under 35.5 for Siakam on one of the sharpest books in the industry is an interesting thing to see. DraftKings pick 6 always has crazy value. Derek White rebounds under 4.5, minus 143 PME consensus, minus 148 on FanDuel under. Both of those on under. So is projection. If a play is showing up here, projection also agrees with everything we're saying here. Aaron Nesmith made threes under 1.5, minus 140 PME consensus, minus 146 on Pinnacle. And Derek White assists under 5.5, minus 140 on the PME consensus, minus 158 on Pinnacle. If you just want to show minus 140s or most and the absolute best options, you could just hit the sniper tool and it'll show you those. For Hot Streak, always has huge value early on in the day. As the day goes on, this drops off and you don't have as better value later on. But Luka Doncic's steals plus blocks under 2.5 is minus 198 PME consensus odds. It gets upward to minus 204 over on Caesars. Now, I know the payout's not going to be as high playing these, but, I mean, it's easy money. Derek Jones Jr. assists under 1.5, minus 197. Andrew Nembhard steals blocks over minus 196, so huge value there. Sleeper always has big value. Derek Jones Jr. assists under 1.5 at minus 197. Huge value spots on some of these spots. And I know the payout's not as high for some of the players, but again, it's just easy money. It's playing the most solid options based off of the data that you can and just taking your profit, regardless of how much that profit is. Just take your profit. All right. Fliff, huge value. Luka Doncic steals blocks under 2.5, minus 198. Like, again, huge value on some of these sites. FanDuel as well, some big value on some of these plays. And then Hard Rock always has some solid plays as well. For MLB, let's go over the other sports books. We have Christian Pache, whatever you say this name. Hits, runs, RBIs over 0.5 over on Underdog, over at minus 140, and it gets up to minus 145 over on Bovada. Checking out better. I have it already. There we go. For better picks, we have Carlos Correa, hits, runs, RBIs over 1.5 at minus 145, upwards of minus 155 over on BetMGM. Jesus Sanchez, hits, runs, RBIs under 1.5 at minus 140 under, and gets up to minus 145 on the under for Bovada. Great spots for both of them. Boom Fantasy, nothing. Dabble, obviously, you're going to have the big play of Joe Ryan strikeouts over 5.5 at minus 157 PME consensus odds on the over, minus 192 over on Pinnacle, and projection of 6.3. So Dabble's got some great value there. Obviously, DraftKings pick 6, we always see fantastic value here. Look at all these snipe plays. Everything that you see here is minus 140 or up over on DraftKings pick 6. So great spot there. Hot Streak, Sleeper, Vivid, all of these always have fantastic value. Vivid picks, Joe Ryan strikeouts, same, over 5.5. And Christian Pache hits, runs, RBIs is available over here as well, over 0.5. So just so many ways to make money. Remember, I always tell you, just play the bet on all of these different fantasy books. Just play these plays together. Take the profit that you possibly can. I love getting on this tool, going to DraftKings Pick 6, and there being like 8 sniper plays and being able to just create an easy 5-man. And most of the time, that 5-man will smash. Maybe one will miss. Sometimes maybe 2, but for the most part, almost all of your picks are hitting. When their snipe plays 140 or above for sure. But at the end of the day, you just want to take the absolute top plays whenever available. Okay, and if you don't have huge PME consensus odds, you can click on highest odds and kind of get an idea of, okay, well, we don't have anything huge on PME consensus odds, but it does get up to minus 153 on this play on Pinnacle, one of the sharpest books in the industry. This play for Andrew Edwards steals under 1.5 gets at minus 146 on FanDuel for the under 1.5 steals. So that type of thing, you can definitely still play it that way, so you can still get some plays and you're not missing any values. You feel what I'm saying? Thank y'all for joining me as always. As you can see, though, goblins have been added. Trending tool has been added. Everything is back to completely normal, except we just have a ton of fantasy books. We have even more data incorporated into our tools, and we're just smashing even more than we were before. So propsmadeeasy.com, code Monday, all lowercase, for $15 on your first month. Thank y'all for joining me as always, and let's see it again, baby. Let's have a huge week. I'm out. Peace.